ASABA, thank you, girl.
Thank you so much.
See those legs? They are speaking to us. Lovely. If you're just joining us, it's a glorious entry through Old is Gold to the third half of Cameroun Feeling. And that song, Makosa, I promise to you will play completely one of these days because I really loved it while growing up. Do you remember the song?
Unfortunately, I don't.
Oh, you were born in the year 2000. Oh my God, how could I have
Bitches,
forgotten
don't do
that?
this to me. It's a lie.
But then Old is Gold helps us to catch up with these old songs to inspire you.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
So have a seat, make
Thank you
yourself
so much.
comfortable.
Thank you.
We'll be having a lovely conversation with ASABA. When she comes, she brings colors with her, not just through her garment, but just the whole spirit. But then immediately after, we'll have our market trends. We'll be talking about fish today with Alice Bay. So Alice has decided to appear like a mermaid today, you'll discover when she comes on set. But let's start this conversation with ASABA. ASABA, happy 2024.
Right?
New year, right?
We definitely have not met this year.
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, it was last year. You
Yeah.
opened the season with
You know,
us.
it's always like we are meeting every time.
Right.
So it's difficult to even tell if we've not met this year.
Yeah. So 2024, new year, new you. Do you do that?
Yes. Yes, there's no new year without new resolutions, new things coming up, new levels attained.
Right.
Yeah.
Personally, what did you say to yourself when you were crossing over? What was like your speech to yourself?
I'm going to do me. I'm going to be free in my thoughts, in my career, in my mind. I'm going to be a little bit selfish.
Okay. Really?
Yeah, it's good sometimes, to just be selfish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just do things
sometimes
for
we
you.
spread ourselves thin.
Too much.
And finally, you look into the mirror and you're like, who am I?
Who am I?
And you don't want that.
There's nothing left.
There's nothing left.
Exactly.
And we think we're being kind, but at the end, we've lost everything. We've lost ourselves.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that's a resolution to do you.
Yeah.
And also to be a little selfish.
Yeah.
Okay. But did you transition in church, or how did it happen for you?
Definitely church.
Yes.
I mean, definitely church. Catholic church. It was a beautiful service.
Yeah.
I love to spend every moment of that, time in church because, it gives you a feeling of, you working in an umbrella, of God's presence and direction.
Yeah.
And though, I mean, you should go to church every time, not just...
Some people, that's why the church is like this on that day. But that's not ASABA.
But that's very important.
See, ASABA, you've been here quite a few times. It's always a delight to have you. Yeah. But I've never asked you who are the people that you admire, like the people that made you want to become an artist. Who are they?
I'm looking at Angelique Kidjo.
Okay.
She's like a force. She's a mother. If you look closely, you would see like every Afrobeat artist running towards her to like just get collaborations and just profit from her energy and her grandeur and whatever she brings to their career. I'm looking a lot at her. I think she has a lot to offer to Afrobeats, to the new generation of artists who are coming up. She's a legend.
She remained authentic.
Yes.
To her roots, even when the whole world was turning west.
Exactly.
And she succeeded in that way. She didn't change to succeed in the West.
Not at all.
Yes.
And please, if you're talking about festivals, international shows and all, I mean, she's getting it all. She's nominated in Grammys, winning Grammys. She's not doing it trendy, and she's not, having all the views, but she is Angelique Kidjo, and she's celebrated greatly for that.
You mentioned the awards, Grammys, and all of that. Yeah. When you're making music, do you make music like this one is going to be a hit? This one will get me the awards. Yeah. This one, do you do that when you're making music?
I mean, I get a feeling once a while. I mean, Big Dreams, for example, is that one song that after I finished writing, I told myself, I think this is going to be a classic, and it definitely did bring that thing that I was hoping it will bring a lot of people finding themselves in what I was saying. And I think the Grammys does not really look at trend, though of course you need to have a certain platform, but Grammys is looking a lot at who is creating impact impact. So if your impact is greatly felt, then they are going for you. And that's definitely what I'm all about, creating impact in my music, in what I do, how I do it, and stuff like that.
Because it's also that part of you as artists. Someone would say, let the artist, the music artist, do the music, speak through the music. But at the same time, we as the audience expect more from your personality. How do you gel that? Being yourself, appealing to a public, being authentic to yourself, and then true to your music. That's a lot to juggle.
It is definitely a lot. I mean, you definitely get to that one point where you feel like, can I do this?
Yeah.
Because it's overwhelming, you get to you find yourself in a place where you just really want to be too careful. But then again, I just try to be me and just love. And just go about what I do with love. And every other thing comes afterwards.
It's easy to say, I just want to be me.
But
when people are like, we would prefer ASABA if she were like this.
Don't
you feel like to get more of the audience? Because that little greed steps in where you want more. Do you feel like you have the tendency to want to bend to
from time to time? I would it depends. From time to time I would want to put a little bit of camouflage, to get a little bit from here and there, but I definitely do not get influenced. I stay true to myself even when I'm camouflaging. I still stay true to myself.
Well, what about the collaborations? There was one time, people always going to complain. We don't see female artists in Cameroon collaborating, and then bam, ASABA just stepped in with Kamini. And then you're collaborating with Moose as well. How do these collaborations happen? Do you listen to what the public wants and then you're like, okay, I'll write the song according to what the public wants?
Definitely no, not. First of all, I would say, the collaboration with Kamini came because a project was in motion, and we definitely needed a lot of artists on there. And I definitely am a feminist, a strong one at that. I definitely needed my gender on it. So the one person whom I thought could bring that energy, and that vibration that I was looking for was Kamini. And at the time she was also like in the faces of people like that, so I also thought why not benefit from her fan base and all what she is. And when we approached her, it was quite simple. It was easy for me. I think because first of all she definitely loved the song, and second of all because she respects my art, and
that's important.
And she would just want to put in her all to give the project what it was.
But you've known each other before?
Yes,
for a while now.
Like
about how many years?
About 7.
7 years.
Yes.
So that one love was true.
I think even more. 9 years.
Amazing.
Yeah, since in the days of On Va Gérer.
Yes.
On Va Gérer has been out like what, 9 years?
I think so.
Yeah. She was the vixen at On Va Gérer, and during the set of On Va Gérer, I was sharing Kwakoko and Banga suits.
Okay. But then let's get to a little bit of the dark side. The music industry, if you could change one thing that will better the life of an artist in the industry, what would it be?
Well, that's a tough question, Patty. To be honest, I would just call on every artist to take their career very seriously and personally.
Okay.
I think we've come to that place where every artist should not depend on anyone to take them anywhere. We all are seeing what's happening in the society today. There are a lot of predators feasting on desperate people and vulnerable people who, just aspire to be, somebody in the society. I think artists in particular, because a lot of us fall prey into this, we should take our careers into our hands and just do everything possible to push ourselves beyond limits, and then the rest will follow. Once you're passionate about what you're doing, once you're your number one fan, once you're that one person that will push yourself to the extremes, to just get to where you are, people will flow with that energy. It may not be easy, but trust me, you'll get there slowly but surely.
Okay, so that is a a great motivational speech, but it's also authentic. Because when we look at your career, because we observe, like I said earlier, it's not just the music, but how your lifestyle.
Yeah.
There's a lot of responsibility. It feels like you know you're responsible for the young people, how they perceive the music industry, and how they should behave when they get into the industry. Because so many times they think they have to sacrifice dignity to do that, but you are keen on that, and you're successful. So I'm just underlining that, so people, especially the young ones watching, they see that it's possible to make it in the music industry without sacrificing your values. Yeah, because then predators come and hunt.
They come and they prey on you.
That said, Cameroun is out of AFCON. You know, right? I saw you sitting like you've been hungry for days after the match.
Patience.
I mean,
I could literally die. It was a hard pill to swallow. I swear to you. That day was one of the worst days of my life. I was just like, my God, what is happening?
It's a mixture of embarrassment, pain, sorrow, confusion.
Right?
Like, did this just happen?
The continent, le continent.
But then you have a song that works around Africa. It's not just for the indomitable lions. You're very smart about that.
Of course I am. You know, we have to be political like our father.
Yes. So this song is for the entire continent.
Yeah.
It's called Yelema.
Yelema Africa.
Yelema Africa. What does Yelema mean?
Yelema Freedom Africa. If you remember correctly, I did Yele in Yele, which talks about freedom in oneself and, you know, confidence and all that stuff. And this time I'm saying Yelema Africa. So freedom Africa. Africa, wake up to your freedom in whatever thing you do. And I'm also expressing the beauties and the wonders that Africa, you know, brings and gives. And of course, I'm one of the beauties and wonders that Africa gives.
I mean, look at those legs. We're going to listen and watch the video, and I'll be right back.
All right.
People you will find believe.
Lovely. See, this is a good song, a timely song, but a song that I believe that whenever there's this competition coming forth, we'll continue playing it. So it's timeless. Well done.
Definitely timeless.
Yeah, and congrats to Moose as well. He just added the element. Maybe you guys should do an album together.
Right.
Because your voices really vibe.
We were talking about that just like yesterday.
You see, I should start prophesizing about football too, because I tend to get this right. Yes. So you should do an album together.
Yeah.
Your spirits gel together. It's beautiful. Yeah. Do you go to the market on your own, or do you have someone who does that for you?
Once a while, but
Why are you hesitating so much? Do you cook on your own, ASABA?
Of course I do.
I was just checking.
I'm a foodie. So
Okay.
I eat.
Do you cook?
I do cook. I'm a very good cook.
All right.
Yes.
We trust you. Don't worry. We have a mermaid over there.
Oh my gosh.
Her name is Alice Bay. Because on Market Trends today, she's talking about fishes. She decided to look like a mermaid while doing so. Welcome, Alice.
I want to look like you. Thank you very much.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you look beautiful. Thank you,
Same
Alice.
to you.
So, Market Trends. You're talking about my favorite kind of meal.
Yeah.
Right.
Fish. I love.
My favorite seafood.
Seafood. I love it. No, I love shrimps more.
Really?
Yeah.
I love gambas more.
Okay. She's talking about fish. Go ahead.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. We're talking about fishes today. We are going to be looking at various kinds of fishes in the market and their prices. The kinds of fishes in the market and their prices. I'll begin by listing down the types of fishes that we can commonly find in our local markets, particularly in Marché Mokolo.
Here in Yaoundé.
Here in Yaoundé. We have the Bakalada, we have the Bosu, you have Rosada, you have Mullet, you have Tilapia, we have the codfish, which patient loves really very much. Yeah. We have mackerel. So we're going to be looking at their different prices and how often are they in the season, and why do people love eating which of the fishes? Particularly mackerel. Some people say they love mackerel than any other fish in the market.
Do you like mackerel?
No, not at all.
I don't.
My favorite is tilapia.
Okay, I
Yes,
prefer cod.
tilapia.
Yeah.
Because
Have
it
you ever
doesn't
eaten
have-
tilapia baked in spices?
Really?
I
See,
don't
we're
just-
inviting ourselves to your house to taste it. Okay, so you say Cameroonians prefer mackerel.
Most people I met told me
Is it
they
because it's
prefer-
affordable?
Yeah, it's affordable. It's always in season.
Yeah.
And it's not so expensive. And
Easily
it's
available
tasteful.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think so.
it's
yeah.
tasteful, and most people love it. They say it's easy to be roasted when you roast it, so you can stock it. If you're not sure of electricity, get what you want to eat, because you can't easily sun it like the
Yes, the
mackerel. It
mackerel.
will get rotten. And the carton of it is from 23,000 francs upward.
Okay.
You have the barbosu. Barbosu also kilo is
Do you have a
2,000.
deep freezer, please?
Yeah, I do.
Can you buy a carton and keep in your house?
Yeah, so when you come the next time.
Yeah.
So whenever you're
Sure.
here, you just come to my fridge. When I
Just
go
come
to
to
your
the
place
fridge,
now.
yeah.
Is
Just
it
get
Douala,
some.
right?
Yeah.
I just go to your own fridge as well.
Exactly.
Deal.
That's good. Oh, these women. Women.
And that's how you
never
strike
keep
a good
surprising
deal.
me.
A very good deal.
Okay,
also
how do
get,
you wrap up? Yeah?
Yeah, you have the barbosu. The barbosu
Okay.
is 2,200 francs. You can get a kilo for 2,200 francs. Then we go to the mud fish. The mud fish, which is one
Which
of
is
the
like the most trendy fish right now,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
People really do rare
Yeah.
it because it's very, it's not very common in the market.
Yeah.
It's really scarce because of its reproductive system. It can produce twice or thrice in a year. If luckily, it can produce thrice. But normally, it goes twice a year. Its reproductive system is twice a year. And so people are obliged to rear it. Some people are obliged to farm the mud fish in tanks
Fish farming.
in order to get
Yeah.
more.
It's a good
of it.
business deal.
Yeah, it's really a good business nowadays
Yeah.
out there. So most people try to rear it.
Okay.
And, you know, you can have 400 to
Have you
500
eaten it
eggs.
yet?
Yes, I have.
Oh,
Yes, it can hatch
It
up to
tastes
400 to
good.
500,000 eggs at once.
wow.
Yes.
So if we were to buy it, how much?
If you can get a kilo of it, it depends on the size. You have two to three little sizes for 2,500 francs.
Okay.
And it's really very, very
That means this
tasteful.
mama is always cheating me.
How much does she give it
She
to you?
sells it for 3,500.
When she sees ASABA, what do you think she'll say? ASABA plus 1,500, and that's the price I'm going to give for this thing I'm selling. You know, Alice, thank you so much. We're going to move on to our next segment. Please stay with us, because on va parler un peu français.
Of course.
Tu parles français ou c'est un peu difficile pour toi?
Non, c'est pas difficile, mais il y a des moments que ça sort et je suis pas sûre que le moment si là ça va bien sortir. Parfois ça sort en soirée,
Oui.
donc ça choisit un peu les.
Et quand tu veux chanter, ça sort clair.
Ça sort clairement. Pardon.
Ok. Donc, on a décidé de faire un petit exercice. Abolo, on dit une ou un petit exercice? Ok. Un exercice avec le public. On les a donné quelque chose à lire.
Okay.
Si vous êtes d'expression française, vous lisez en anglais. But now, 2024, tell your fans your plans so they can await it as the year goes by.
2024, we are growing. We are definitely expanding. We are working on new projects, a lot of collaborations. God willing, a lot of international collaborations. Maybe an album this year. Exploring other, sides of ASABA, not just the artistic side. The other sides that ASABA can give and what ASABA can also offer to her community.
Good.
We are just planning and wishing to just grow and expand in many other different dimensions, and all of that can be possible if you guys are with me in every step and every stage of this journey. So I'm counting on all of you to continue supporting your queen mother, because we are not backing down, we are not going anywhere, we are here, scotché and stuck to each other.
Et maintenant, tout ça en français.
Ok, cette année,
Ça va.